So what role is first-party data going to play in future CRM?
Well, it's right up there, folks. Guess what? That is your most valuable data. Treasure it, and you will be using that for all sorts of activity, whether it is direct comms to existing customers and prospects, or whether it's driving your acquisition and marketing. You can take first-party data out to loads of channels like social and find lookalikes on those platforms that you can then use for acquisition. You can take data from your Martech stack, so the data you know in your CRM system, and use it to drive your Adtech activity. Those Adtech guys down the corridor who are in a bit of a silo, actually I think you can walk down there and say, I've got the gold, I've got the customer data, we're in charge of it here, and I'd like to help you do more with your ad spend, and there's a lot of money in Adtech, as you all know. And using that ability to take first-party data across the threshold, go out to the ad platforms, which incidentally, to my amazement, are far simpler, far slower, less to do with milliseconds and more to do with let's upload it once a week and we'll give you an answer tomorrow, which I was amazed at, frankly, having worked for many years to get our Martech stacks working quickly. You can take your data and go drive the platforms, and whether it's Trading Desk or LiveRamp or whatever it is that you choose to go deal with, or the area of retail networks where you work with retail. I think Ian will probably talk about that this afternoon, and go find opportunities to use the brand and deliver from their activity, use their data, use their customer information, go reach them. So first party data is truly gold, and some of you will have seen the Salesforce ad on telly, Michael McConaughey, I think, I find his name hard to pronounce, as the good guy on a Wild West train that's being robbed by bank robbers stealing gold bars that are labelled customer data. And that's Salesforce spending hundreds of millions of pounds on consumer ads during F1 races, places like that, talking about the gold bars of customer data. That's first party data. It's what you guys look after, I guess. So I think we have a real opportunity to influence our organisations and our management team to understand the worth of that first party data, how you can look after it and then activate it, go do things with those audiences to maximise the brand and the donor values that you're doing.
So do you think we're going to see a convergence of paid and owned media there? Because most marketing or digital teams, they're very separate, they've got separate agendas, they're targeting the same folk. There's lots of overlap. With first party data becoming more and more important, there's a chance to make that a little more efficient.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely going to happen.
Yeah, we were a little bit future forward at the BBC looking back, because around 2017 we were using our first party data for email, primarily email. But we were using Salesforce Marketing Cloud with a tool called Advertising Studio. And what Advertising Studio used to let us do is we would go into our segmentation tool, and we would say we would limit to, because of our paid media spend can only be spent on 18 to 30-year-olds because of the way the license fee currently works with external paid media budgets. What we would do is we would just go in, we would find people that had watched season 1, season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race, for example. We would send that across, firstly straight up into Meta, but then into Sprinkler. And then the media planning team would then use that to target, or they would then use it to suppress, or then they would use it to look for lookalikes. So we were kind of quite future forward looking back. We don't do that in any way or shape or form at the Jockey Club. And the reason why is because we had a 45 million database at the BBC, not so big at TJC. But we could find a pocket of 500,000 or 1 million people that we could then retarget. Because with the engagement of first party and with paid media, is you do need big numbers to get the engagement to spin and work for you.
And then we're doing some interesting things, paid social at the moment, and having some success sharing whether they are a member or not in our retail sales. So we have, in sport, kit launches, phenomenal amount of commercial revenue comes in from that. And what we've been trialling for the first time is with our paid social is actually doing a member version that promotes the benefits, the discounts you will get from if you purchase the kit and you're a member. And that is having, well, it's our biggest ROI out of our different paid social campaigns at the moment. So yeah, doing really well. So hugely important for us to be getting as many people down the funnel, if you like, that we can, so that we do know more about them, getting them to join, and then we can use that data across other channels.